And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
6 yards left on second down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Slot man moves right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
first down. Brady. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
This out quickly to Williams.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw again.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game.
Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
2nd and 11.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second and 5.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the give, this is their fullback.
Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. 2nd and 14. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Brady now on first down. Going deep for Walker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, 63 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this one is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. To throw is Brady. One last shot at the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.